Hey, so I just went live and showed how I wash my hair, so I figured I might as well come back on and show you how I'm going to style next, okay? So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take your t-shirt off. Your hair is going to be flipped upside down, and that's okay. You're going to let it be, and you're going to grab the first product, which is the leave-in cream, okay? And this is how you're going to be able to bring back your hair forward without causing any tangles or any kinks or anything like that. All right, so you're gonna apply a little bit of leave-in. You don't need to use much. You're gonna rub your hands together really well, and then you're just going to separate them like this while applying the leave-in conditioner. Okay, so you're basically just raking, bringing back your hair forward, just like that. All right. Perfect. Now it's forward. You're good to go to apply the next product. Just gonna make sure I have leave-in everywhere and it's off my hands. Alrighty. Good to go. So the next step, what you're gonna do is you're going to apply a little bit more water. So your hair is dripping wet, okay, before you apply the next step. You don't want your hair to be stringy. You want it to clump. So the water is key for clumping. So the next step is going to be the curl cream. Not sure if it's gonna come out. So I brought some scissors. Don't want to waste any product. So I like to just cut it open. Look how much product is left in there. So you're gonna grab a little bit, not too much. Rub your hands together, and then you're just gonna rake it through all over. All right, rake it all through, good to go. And then I like to just kind of flat hand the rest, get it off my hands. All right. Okay. Once that is done, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to add some more water. Water is key for less stringy curls. More water here. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the clumping step. You're gonna grab your mousse, you're gonna shake it, and this is where you're gonna do a couple pumps. You're gonna start with one side, you're gonna rub your hands together, and then you're just gonna scrunch it through. Okay? You're gonna keep scrunching. If it doesn't make that noise, your hair is not wet enough. All right. Once that is done, see the difference? I don't know if you can tell how much curlier it is on this side. You're gonna move on to the next side. I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And you're gonna do the same thing. A couple pumps of mousse. Rub your hands together. And then just start scrunching. Again, if it doesn't make that noise, there's not enough water. Now it's starting to curl. All right. Good stuff. All right, we're good. If it still looks a little bit stringy, add a little bit more water. Okay, and then just keep scrunching. It's gonna start clumping together a little bit more. You can add a tiny bit more mousse if you want, but not too much. Okay, next step. This hair never knows where to go. Okay, next step is the gel. Gel is key for hold, okay? You want to start by using just a little bit, and then once you know how much your hair can take without feeling gross, then you can add more. Okay, so I always start with a little bit. I've been doing this for 3 years, so I know my hair can take quite a bit of gel, and I want them to hold all week long, okay? So I'm going to add a lot more than you probably should when you start. Okay, so now you're just going to kind of glaze it over onto one side, and then you're going to scrunch. Scrunch. Okay. Keep scrunching. You want to make sure your hair's dripping wet for this step. Okay. So if it's not, add a little bit more water. You're going to be scrunching that water out as you're scrunching anyways. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit more water, and I'm going to do this again. Okay. All right, once that side is done, you can move on to the next side, and you're going to do the same thing. Okay, I'm going to just take this very gently, bring it here, respray my hair. All right, might have to cut the gel. We're good. A little bit of gel. Start with less than this, okay? If this is your first time trying this method, start with less gel, and you'll be able to tell, we'll glaze it first, if you need more gel or not. Scrunch. And not all products work the same. I used to do this with other products, and it was not giving me the results I was looking for. It's not necessarily your method. It could be just the products that you're using. If they're not right for your hair type, or they have cheap ingredients, they're going to give you cheap results. So if they're stiff and crunchy, not really bouncy, not nice curls, it could just be the products. All right. I'm gonna do this one more time. Spray. More gel. And this should last me all week. I shouldn't have to refresh. I shouldn't have to re-wet and redo them, okay? This should last me till at least this weekend. Scrunch. And by the time you're done scrunching, it should no longer be dripping wet. So you have two options after you're done this. You can either diffuse your hair on low heat and low setting, or you can let them air dry. But what you can't do is play with them and like tie them up or anything like that. You have to let them be until they're fully dry. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let them sit, let the gel create that cast. It's going to be a little bit crunchy, and then I'm going to diffuse until they are like 80% dry, and then I'm going to let the rest air dry. And then I'm going to go and post the final results. So I'll do a picture of the final results. And that's it. That is my routine that I do once a week. And they should last that long, thanks to the gel and all the products that I use. So if you have any questions, let me know. I am always happy to help. Have a good day, you guys.